This is Comic Picks by the Glick.
Hey, I'm your host, Jason Glick.
Hey, Jason Glick. How's your October going so far?
It's going pretty good so far. It's been a nice, well, surprisingly warm October considering where we are.
Yeah, gliding down the rest of the year here. It's October, so you've got Halloween, Thanksgiving, Christmas, and
Yeah,
then it's 2020.
yeah, but also I guess considering how warm this October's been, it's like you can say we're all heading straight into hell.
Well, at least Californians are.
Yes.
Because many of your there's probably a lot of the listeners out there that live in California. The rest of them have to deal with snow and ice already.
What's that you're talking about? What are
That's
these cold things that you're,
reference
describing?
Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer and the white stuff on the ground.
What? That's like that's one of those mythical fairy tales, right?
Yeah, well, for Californians it is. So, what do you have in store for us tonight?
Oh, I've got another fairy tale for you. A fairy tale about how you yourself can become a god. It's like how you can be like awesome. It's like awesome and beloved and hated by fandom like for 2 years if you so desire. I'm talking about
Only if it's with a capital G.
yes, absolutely, sir. Because that's how things work in the world of the wicked and the divine, which is a series that I've been following for the last 4 years from Kieron Gillen and Gillen and McKelvie and their friends. Now it's like regular readers of this, of the blog will know that I love Gillen so much. I mean, he's just like the worst he can be is boring. The best he can be is awe-inspiring. It's I even talked about him a lot on a couple about a month or so ago when I talked about his wrap up to his run on Star Wars. Well, now I'm talking about the wrap up to his what he and McKelvie probably considered their signature creative series, because while they both broke into the industry with Phonogram, Rue Britannia, and its follow ups. It's like was there's the Immaterial Girl. It's like, and the second one, which I can't remember off the top of my head because I'm a horrible fucking person. God damn it! Oh, the Singles Club. That's what it was. And oh god, that was so great. Just kind of Pulp Fiction, only set to a really rockin' club beat. It's and with one shot stories that told their own stories that tied into a an interconnected tale, and it's oh god, that was so great. And so when both of these guys said, hey, it's we're gonna do Young Avengers for Marvel, and it's fuck yeah, man, I'm there. And they said, hey, we're doing another volume of Phonogram, the Immaterial Girl. It's yes, this is even better. And then they said, oh no wait, we're gonna do this new series called The Wicked and the Divine about gods who are pop stars. And I'm wait, why aren't you doing this third volume of Phonogram right now? It's oh, but The Wicked and the Divine turned out to be really entertaining. It married Guyland's incredible way with words, his witticisms, his knack for long term plotting. His inimitable style. And McKelvie's gift for really convincing body language. And innovative layouts. I really like the series from the start. I mean, maybe I wasn't quite as on board with it as it was their other stuff, but the first two volumes, the Faust Act and Pandemonium were great introductions to the series overall goal, and it focused on one character, Laura, who was just an ordinary girl who was caught up in the current whirlwind of the resurrection of gods, which is something that has happened throughout history, in this world for every 90 years. And now in the year of our Lord 2014, like it's happening again, and they've got like superstars like Bale, it's like Sackbet, like Amaterasu, and Lucifer, fucking Lucifer, man, who like who is this gloriously androgynous girl who is like who is like trying to be like like as like as evil and sadistic as she can, and how it's like how Laura connects with her in the initial issues, and then we find out that oh well, Lucifer may have actually killed the judge in the middle of a trial. That's interesting. It's like, and things kind of go like slowly downhill for these characters as well, because it's like because even though like these gods are because these gods are pop stars, and pop stars like inherently attract drama like along with them, whether it's like sexual drama, whether it's legal drama, whether it's like, hey, you're fucking with my best friend, like kind of drama. It's like it's kind of crazy and all. It's like, and the first two volumes, the Faust deck and Pandemonium, like set up like use Laura as it's a nice point of view character, while suggesting that she can be something more, and then eventually delivering on that at the very end, setting up things for plot developments down the road. Then you've got the subsequent volumes, Commercial Suicide and Rising Action. Commercial Suicide being a cute and clever name for a for the arc where they got where Gillen recruited five friendly artists to do stories spotlighting other gods in the series universe. It's like, as well as they're doing a remix issue with art previously done by McKelvie, and but this is all, I mean, essentially this is all done to cover the fact that they were doing the third volume of Phonogram. Yay! It's like while the series ought to keep the momentum of the series going, and it was, and rereading the series, it's like it's like I can appreciate this third volume for how it's like not just to give like like a spotlight to some really talented artists, like say it's like from the likes of like Kate Brown, Tula Lotte, and the disgraced Brandon Graham. It's like it also like does a good job of like moving the story forward as well. I mean, yes, we get individual stories about like specific gods, and really it's like rereading like fucking Terra's like storyline single issue here. It's really interesting to see like how it sets up stuff that's going on down the road. And then like the following volume, Rising Action, where McKelvie returns, we get the sensible mid-series climax where we find out the elder god Ananke, who who ostensibly gave all the gods their powers. Well, it's like she's actually been the baddie all along, and now we're gonna deal with her. Oh, and it turns out that Laura is actually Persephone, goddess of the underworld, also known as the Destroyer, and how she's come back to like settle things on her own terms. Like I said, it's solid. I mean, like every volume of the series gets by on the fact that Gillen and McKelvie deliver a really solid surface. I mean, every volume looks great, even when McKelvie's not illustrating it, as with Volume 3, Commercial Suicide. It's like it still looks fantastic, and McKelvie has like really like just fantastic knowledge of composition and body language. That his work looks gorgeous throughout, and to the point where his his new series with Matt Wilson, 20 I want to say 2020, but it's coming out 2020. But it's a science fiction series, and I am so in going for that because hey, I can believe that he'll deliver a series that's worth it just on the looks alone. I mean, he also did that on Suburban Glamour, so you should go out and buy that too. So, but with Rising Action, like I mean that's like the mid-series climax, and it leads in and with the bad with the main antagonist defeated. Hey, it's like what can we do? What are the gods left to do? Whatever they want. And it's like I also want to probably mention that all the other gods that are around here. I mean, there's Baal, like not like evil like fire god who's sacrificing children, but like Baal Hammond, the like thunder god, of course. And it's like a Nurgle, god of the underworld, locked into a domestic, it's like domestic spiral of awfulness with it's like with other underworld god, the Morrigan, or dance hall floor god Dio, which I guess I should probably just take this time now to say that I love Dio in the sense that like hey, he's the kind of guy who wants to make everyone happy. I mean, even at the expense of himself. How we were first introduced to him, like like getting everyone like a dance, like the dance hall floor of their lives in their minds, and he's great, and I love him. And even when he like goes brain dead, I'm like, oh, that's awful. But at the same time, though, it's like he's Dio, and I think like I wanted the story that established where like, he gave us like some kind of dance floor that involved like this killer medley of like Man on the Silver Mountain. It's like Holy Diver, Last in Line. It's like Rainbow in the Dark, Strange Highways, Lock Up the Wolves. Come on, guys, you know where I'm going here. Like when you say like you got a character who's nicknamed Dio here, it's like there's only one way it's like that I can go here, and and all the other characters are here. I mean, even like awful shithead god Woden. It's like who is like displays being violently misogynist and having a fetish for Asian girls. Like, yeah, he's an awful person, but it's like he's kind of like entertaining in the sense that he's completely unrepentant about that. I mean, how often do we see that? It's like that kind of thing. It's like in the world these days, and seeing Persephone, like taken to task, like in the first part of Imperial Phase Volume 1 in Volume 5. It's like that was pretty cool. As is Persephone's like ongoing relationship with Cassandra, leader of the Norns, who starts off as like the kind of journalist who's like thinks all this like god stuff is like complete bullshit until she finds out that the gods are actually real and that she's one of them, and now she's trying to like convince everyone that yes, sure, like the gods are terrible and I'm one of them, but it's like but you get to keep thinking for yourselves and all. It's like, and it just goes terrible for her. So, but then but that's kind of like the thrust of the Imperial Phase, like the third act on volumes. It's like volumes 5 and 6, where like where they think the characters think they're rid of Ananke's manipulations, but well, it's like turns out there's something called the Great Darkness, which is coming for them, and they got to find a way to deal with that. And well, it's like they try to do that, but these are really a bunch of characters who more than anything else love to just like be completely self-absorbed in their own drama and then just fuck around, as in like have sex with each other. It's like on like without a care in the world, and trying to find out the problems with this Great Darkness. Well, it goes about as well as you'd expect, and really rereading this, seeing the bits in volume in like especially the bits with Woden, because there's a big reveal about his character in volume. It's like in volume 6, Imperial Phase Part 2, where you find out that wait, he's not the person you think he is, because hey, anyone can be a kid, really, and this awful guy just make you realize that hey, his awfulness makes a lot more sense when he when it's put on when it's laid out for everyone to acknowledge. So that's mean, so that was great. As was the fact that, hey, it's like the youngest god, Minerva, goddess of wisdom. Hey, she's got lots of secrets of herself. In fact, she's really not the god you thought she was before things happened. And hey, it turns out that as cruel and manipulative as you think that Gillen is in terms of like killing off like likable characters, well, it turns out he's not as evil as you thought. And it's like we find that out at the end of Imperial Phase Part 2, and then we get to Mothering Invention, Volume 7, where we finally find out what Ananke's deal was and why she was big on killing all these gods over the course of the years. In fact, it's like it's all comes down to like being part of a story, and it's like and Mothering Invention is great in the sense that, well, okay, rereading it, like it's like from rereading the series from front to back, there was just like so much stuff that makes so much more sense. I mean, just looking at Bale's like statement saying he's willing to make the hard choices. It's like, or like anything that Woden says, like really, it's like, and then and as well as anything that Ananke or Minerva have to say too. It's like, but like but the series is like but Gillen just showed that he knew how to play the long game here, really, with Mothering Invention. And even though it's like he gives away a lot of answers in this volume, well, it turns out that he even had more to give away in the final volume. Okay, and but I don't want to skip over Old is the New, which is a collection of the one shots and the funnies comedy special. Because like, hey, if you read the series like in reading order as he recommends, it's like it actually like sets up a lot of interesting stuff here. It's like, especially with how Lucifer scours Ananke's body in the 1300 special. It's like, and also it was like, I will admit that I was completely blown away by the fact that I did not get the fact that Nurgle or Cameron was actually riding in a car with with Dio. It's like in the in the winter, in the Christmas special, until I had reread it right now and I realized, holy shit, that's him. It doesn't look anything like Dio in the comics, but wow, it's like that's him right there, isn't it? God damn it! So, and that actually makes a lot. It actually helps their Cameron or Nurgle's actions towards Dio in the final volume make a lot more sense. And it's like that final volume, okay, which I guess what I'm talking about right now has all been leading towards. It's like, well, it starts off with it's like with Bale believing that that Minerva is like, it's like telling him like, hey, you've got to kill all these people in this final concert you're doing in the O2 concert stadium in London, because otherwise, like, the Great Darkness is going to kill everyone. And well, yeah, that's, I don't know, that's okay. That's not true, but it's kind of true from a certain perspective. And but it also but really, it's like, coming down to it is Laura, who has divested herself of her godhood, but at the same time not divested herself, because she's finally figured out what the real game of this thing is, and she's going to let everyone else know about it. And it's like some really exceptional long-term plotting here, and it works. But I guess it's like, and I think okay is a great ending to the series, from a mega happy perspective. Everyone we want to to succeed does well. Okay, it's like yeah, okay, I'll just leave it at that. And and we get like this epilogue that kind of like lets us know that hey, everything turned out all right in the end. It's okay, everyone. It's good. It's like it's like for all the drama and awfulness that transpired beforehand, it's like everything was fine, and in the end, like, when we finally get the ultimate secret behind godhood in this series, it's like it's kind of a hey, the magic was inside you all along, and okay, that's fine, and it's like it does kind of like trend towards like the kind of simplistic, it's like we've got to be better than them sentiment that we got from Gillen's ending in Star Wars. So, but I guess my biggest problem with OK, from a storytelling perspective, I mean, is that when we get to like the penultimate issue, like the cliffhanger like ending we were presented with at the end of 43, we see as one of the characters basically saying, "Hey, fuck no, I'm not going to conform to this ending. I'm going to do things my way." And I'm thinking like, yeah, okay, where are we going with this? Oh, well, we're not going anything interesting. It's just like the last minute surprise before things turn out all right. And so I'm left wondering, feeling that there's an ending to the series that is far darker than what we got. One where this character rebelled, killed everyone, murdered all the people involved, and just kind of like rebuilt herself. It's like this kind of like like rebuilt the narrative to serve her more than anything else. I'm kind of like left thinking of how the third volume, how Alan Moore's Miracle Man ended with it's like with Miracle Man just basically building paradise on Earth for everyone who is interested, and then just left wondering and depressed by the fact that the one person he truly loved wasn't invested in by taking part in it. It's like that's. I mean, I don't know how I'm making this connection. I mean, Gillen has expressed his appreciation for Alan Moore's work, and but it's like it's like that the way Miracle Man ended, like at volume 3, like not what not with Moore's story, not what Gaiman has planned and has done. It's like I just think that it's like there's something like more interesting here. It's like, and it's like if I ever get the chance to like talk to Gillen, I mean, and he shows up at Comic-Con like to talk about stuff. I mean, I've seen panels with him, and I kind of want to ask him I do want to ask him hey, it's like I liked your ending, sure, Kieran, but it's like I want to know is there a version of the story where this character ran away with it? I want to know that, and I've got to find a way to talk to him to ask him this without without phrasing it in a way that hey, it's like hey, Kieran, it's like your ending sucked. It's like how about this one? So yeah, that's the way it is, but it's like I don't think it sucked. I mean, it's just I think at the ending we got. He puts in the work to make it affecting, and make it feel like it was worth it. It's like so. I think that the ending we got with Volume 9, okay, was definitely a good one. It's like I mean, as far as endings like series that have whiffed the big finish. It's like The Wicked and the Divine is not one of them, but I think its biggest failing is that it is that in one moment it suggests an ending that was much more radical and surprising than the one we got. but still, the one we got was still pretty good, and it's also pretty good because it's one where Dio says, "Hey, I'm not happily anything," and he says, "I I don't know where I got that from." It's like, I think it was from Cam, and anyone who's in that final volume, like, will let you know where he got that, and that the magic of that moment, it's like that makes it work. So the Wicked and the Divine, a great series that like they had a lot of like good long form plotting, but more than anything else, like even when it asked you to trust it, like, hey, trust me, this we're going somewhere. Like, we're going to make this work in the end. It still offered plenty of style and wittiness to keep you involved. It's as you got to that point. So yeah, it's like chances are you'll probably hear me talk about this series again. It's like when it comes time to talk about the best of 2019. But yeah, that's just me, John. I don't know. You got any thoughts on your end about all this?
It's making the list of best of 2019.
It's it's like I would certainly love to hear like 9 more series that were better than this, before the end of the year. But I don't think that's going to happen. But hey, we'll see. We'll see how it goes.
Hey, we're almost there, and that sounds pretty good to me. Do you know what you're going to be talking about next time?
Oh, from the series that does like style over substance like so sublimely well. We're going to a series that does like dick jokes, fart jokes, and even shit jokes. It's like even better than anything else because by the time I talk to you about next time, I should have the final volume of Prison School. It's the dumbest, best series out there. Maybe I'll just put this at number 1 just because, hey, fuck y'all. So there you go.
All right, we'll catch you next time on Comic Picks by the Glick.
All right, laters.